What's up, Desktopers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are back with another video. And today I'm interviewing Nathan De Asha. Now, this interview was done about 2 weeks ago as Nathan was set to fly out for the Arnold Classic Australia in a matter of days. And unfortunately, that comp did not go ahead. And the reason why I didn't put it out back then was because I was going to put it out about 2 days afterwards, and it was all up in the air at that stage. And I wasn't sure if to put it out or if to preface the video or what to actually do with it at that stage. So I'm releasing it all right now for you guys. I did put up a preview where he talks about who's British's #1 at pro bodybuilder, if it's him, Luke Sando, or someone else. And I've got a whole bunch of other questions that don't necessarily relate to the Arnold Classic Australia. So it's a really interesting interview, and Nathan makes a massive claim about how much size he's added and the fact that he was going to be his best ever. And you got to wonder, will we see him later in the year? I really do hope so, because Nathan apparently has put on a lot of size and he's going to be his best ever. So I hope you guys enjoy this interview. Make sure you listen to the whole thing, because he has some, Nathan is an outspoken dude and he speaks the truth. So it's a great interview as always. So thank you very much, Nathan. And sorry this is up a little bit late, but I hope you guys enjoy this interview. Welcome back to Desktop Bodybuilding. Today I'm joined by 6-time IFBB Pro Contest winner, multiple-time top 10 finisher in the Mr Olympia contest. I'm pleased to welcome Nathan De Asha back to Desktop Bodybuilding. Mate, how have you been? You're out there in Kuwait, tearing it up, and you're going to be doing the Arnold Classic Australia. So super excited to have you on here. And what's been going down?
Nothing much, buddy. Just keeping my head down. Just trying to improve on the physique and hopefully try and bring a better package to next week and just go from there. I'm back to where it all started for me. Things are going good, man. I'm happy. I'm confident, and just hopefully just display a better physique than I did last time.
Yeah, and last time you were on stage, you did those post-Olympia shows. You obviously didn't show up at the Olympia. And you did, you were between first and second and whatnot, and you got a pro win after the Olympia as well. And I thought you looked pretty damn good, and you had varying degrees of your physique, and you seemed to be able to change your physique pretty rapidly and pretty quickly, which is pretty crazy. What do you think your best look was at those post-Olympia shows?
I reckon possibly Italy. And South Korea. That's what I think I was my best. I was probably my lightest at both of them. But I think that was the condition was there. The look was good. I wasn't as full as what I could have been, I think.
Yeah. Was the South Korea one? Was that the Monsters Impro?
Yeah, bro. It was crazy. South Korea was awesome. The guys out there looked after you very well. Basically, the setup was crazy. The stage was awesome. The crowd was good. It's a show I'll probably go back to. Hopefully this year.
Yeah, I was going to say, what was that whole experience like? Because we saw the stage and it was just next level crazy. And I saw the videos come out. I was like, whoa, I haven't seen anything like this in bodybuilding really before with that sort of stage setup. How was the whole experience? Were they like really professional through the whole thing?
Yeah, that ran quick, bro. The production team was awesome out there. It wasn't like, you're waiting around for 20, 40 minutes and then you get told an hour and then it's 2 hours. We got told you're on at 7. We were on at 7 and then we were off by 7:45, 7:30 with the result, So it was just a straight run through. It was smooth, and I think the guys like that, rather than going on there in the morning and coming back at the evening. It's just one hit, and you get to peak that one time rather than just come backwards and forwards and see where you're at.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, you weren't in the 2020 Arnold Classic. Many were expecting you and obviously Lionel Waiki, and you guys were both out, which was incredibly unfortunate, but it was still a crazy strong lineup, which was really, really cool to see. Now, why weren't you able to, or why didn't you do the 2020 Arnold Classic?
Everyone knows about my incident last year. It was a bullshit. And then obviously, every time I want to apply and offer a visa, I've got to send my passport away to get a stamp by the US Embassy. And with this bullshit coronavirus, basically out here in Kuwait in the Middle East, everything's just shut down. I won't receive my passport till tomorrow, Wednesday. So it wasn't my fault. I didn't know that the coronavirus would affect it this hard. I just thought it's just a bug, and that's it, you know. And when the whole world's gone crazy about it, everywhere's shut down, and the embassy closed down. So now they've had my passport for like over 3 weeks. Normally it takes 4 to 5 working days to get your passport back once you've been granted issued the visa. And unfortunately, man, the case was it just didn't come back in time. I'm devastated. Seeing the land, it was a good land to be in. People will say, "Oh, you didn't get your visa," but that's total utter bullshit. But I was just devastated. I dieted for that long. I'm still in. The biggest and the best shape I've been. Sitting now 121 kilo, ready to go. And I'm just waiting. That's like before, so from my other shows, I was 108, 110 kilo maximum. So I'm 10 kilo heavier, which is like 22 pound. So I'm a bigger bodybuilder. I'm a bigger person. I just wanted to display that. And I know a lot of people didn't get to go to the Arnold Classic because of everything that's gone on in the world, and but big up to Arnold and everyone for still putting the show on, and the lineup was immense. Congratulations to William. In my eyes, he was the deserved and rightful winner. Straight from the off, I thought William's got it in the bag. I text the guys here, said my eyes is William. And it just goes to show, man, like you ain't got to be the biggest bodybuilder, you just got to be the most complete. And William put that package together on the weekend and blew everyone away with it.
Yeah, for sure. And you've obviously had bad luck, missing last year's Olympia, this year's Arnold Classic. It seems to just hit you around the time when the bigger shows in the world are on, which sucks. But hopefully you get a good run at it this year and you're actually able to do the Olympia and do some of these other shows as well. And the exciting thing for me, at least, is you're coming out to the Arnold Classic Australia and I'll be able to see you, meet you in person, and we'll be able to maybe do some video stuff together or something like that, which is super exciting because when I initially spoke to you, you said, "Oh, you probably won't come to Australia," and now you are. I'm like, "That's awesome," and I can't wait to see how you match up against these guys from the Arnold. And people will be saying, "Oh, Nathan would have done this at the Arnold Classic in Columbus or whatever." So, something you mentioned, 10 kilos heavier. Now, when you hear that from a lot of bodybuilders, like we heard Big Ramy, Chad Nichols was saying, "Oh, he's 310 pounds," and people were like, "Oh, it's either going to be really good or really bad." It was sort of somewhere in between where he was probably not quite at his very best. Now, are you worried about your conditioning at all at 121 kilos? Because that's absolutely enormous. Or have you dialed it in?
Nah, bro. Condition for me is piss easy. Everyone who knows me, certain gurus are talking a lot of bullshit saying I ain't in shape. But I only need to do a 6-week diet, and a 6-week diet to me is a 18-week diet to a normal guy. So what I pull off in 2 weeks will take a guy 6 weeks, and that's just genetics. That's just God given. I'm lucky to have that, and that's in my favor. To me, it's mainly holding on to the weight and the size. Condition just comes and falls in easy for me. I haven't done no cardio. I've done probably 25 minutes 4 times in the past 10 days, just because I'm totally bored. Getting out of bed early. I'm getting out of bed a bit too early, so I live next door to the gym, so I'm doing a little bit of cardio just to wake up. And as you can see, from the videos on my Instagram and things are posted up, you can see the conditions there. Obviously I know I'm holding slightly, probably a kilo maximum of water. That's just me holding it ready for that, for the 18-hour flight for next week. And I don't want to plummet straight down, and be a smaller guy next week, because the lineup's different this next week and the week after. You have the winner William won't be there, so the lineup's slightly different. So you have to bring a different look to the Arnold, and you have to go by the lineup. But I believe my condition will be on point. And I believe a lot of the people say that my 2017 Olympia was the best package that I've bought so far. And if that's the case, man, then, I blow 2017 off the water right now, the way I'm sitting. And that's without bleeding any water or carbon or doing anything. So I think a lot of people will be shocked by the size, what's come in and what's gone on. Because last year, I dieted for like approximately 9 months last year. I was dieting for all the shows. As you guys see me, done the early shows and the late shows. I've done a whole season. So this time was just I was hoping to do Ohio, just get my place in there and if everyone asks how have you already qualified? Okay, it's good to qualify for the Olympia. I understand that, but you have to be with the best, and the best was there. Besides Hadi and Brandon and Rowley, the best was there. And if I was to solidify myself in that top 3, top 4 spot, then that look better for me at the Olympia this year, and hopefully get me in that first call out, which I think I should be in, and then just go from there. But hopefully I can do justice next weekend.
Now, this is sort of hypothetical, but where do you think you would have placed if you competed in the 2020 Arnold Classic? Would you have beaten a guy like Sergio, or would you have beaten a guy like Steve Kuklo? Where would you have had yourself, hypothetically, if you think you're going to come in obviously at your best?
Man, I don't know. You can't say that, because a lot of the guys, they were awesome. Sergio was the best he was being, and Ramy wasn't the best Ramy, what we've seen. But, Dexter was good, and I think it's unfair to say that, and whether me saying I think I would have got top 4. Well, if I would have got top 4, Sergio would have had to hung his trunks up and retire, because that was what he said. If Nathan beats me after a 4-week diet, then I'm going to retire. So it would have been unfortunate on Sergio. But I don't know, man. I just hope that we can put everything straight next weekend, and then you guys can judge for yourselves what you guys would think. But I believe I would have been in the mix. I would have been in the mix with the front runners.
Yeah, if you put on the size man that you've said, then definitely if you're in condition. Now, obviously, I believe Sergio is actually coming out to Australia. You've got pretty much the Arnold Classic lineup, minus William, maybe minus 1 or 2 other names as well. A few names added in there, like Blessing Awadaboo, Jake Nicolopoulos from Australia, I think maybe even a few others. Do you think that you can beat Sergio? I'll say it that way. Do you think you can beat Sergio in Australia?
Well, yeah, bro, I do. I beat him at the Olympia, and it wasn't the best for me. He wouldn't have beat me at 2017 when I was apparently the bigger, watery Nathan at the New York. So if he can't beat the water Nathan, he can't beat the smaller Nathan. I don't think he's going to beat this Nathan. But it'll be a good battle with me and Sergio. He's a good guy. He's a good bodybuilder. And he brings a lot to the stage, and a lot to bodybuilding. So hopefully we can put it all aside and see who the better man is in the weekend.
Yeah, for sure. Now, do you believe you can beat a Dexter Jackson or a Big Ramy?
Well, from my last Olympia, it was close. And I believe I'm a better athlete and a better bodybuilder since then. All honesty, man, Dexter's a legend. I'm just grateful to be next to Dexter in his last years. He's the GOAT, man. So to be next to him, this year will be good. If I can beat him, then so be it. But what will be. It's down to Steve and the judges and see what they like. But I'm bringing it, buddy. I'm coming. That's it. I'm aiming for the top spot, which everyone probably is. But I'm coming for number 1.
Yeah, for sure. I love that. Now, have you any other comps planned after the Arnold Classic Australia, or are you just playing it by ear for now?
I don't know. People have asked me if I'm going to go back to do the British, and I don't know, man. It's let's see what my coach Ascar says. I'll see it in oxygen. If you want me to wrap it up, him and Badder, then I'll wrap it up. If you want me to keep on going, I can keep on going. A lot of you guys know I can hold condition. It's not a problem for me, but I'm always ready to go. I can piece at the drop of a hat. Yeah, so it's just down to my coach really to see what they think and what the better idea is, But at the end of the day, the end goal is to be top 4 at Olympia, So if they think Nathan needs to keep going, keep pushing, and then get a bigger following behind you, then that's what we'll do. If they want to wrap it up and call it a day, then we'll call it a day. But I'm just glad to be out in Australia. It's my first time there, seeing the city, seeing going to the gym. It's a famous gym, so. I'm just glad to be there and to get a chance to display what I can display.
Yeah, for sure. Now, what do you do in Kuwait outside of training? Like, what does an average day look like for Nathan De Asha in Kuwait? Because everyone says all you do there is eat, sleep, and train, and obviously that's a huge part of it because you're prepping, you're living that pro bodybuilder lifestyle. But what do you do? Like, you wake up, probably you don't even do that much cardio. So what do you do in a day in Kuwait?
Man, I'm fortunate to be here and grateful. You know, it's a break. So we're back home having to get up, do the school runs, take the kids here, do this, and be a father, be a businessman. Out here, I get the luxuries, like you said, man, to eat, sleep, and train bodybuilding. That's it, you know. For me, I get up, eat my breakfast, you know, check my emails, do my business work for the gym and whatnot back home, talk to my kids before school, eat again, get back on the laptop, and then, you know, watch a bit of Netflix before the train. And then after gym, man, I just socialise in the gym with my friends. You know, talk to Dexter Jackson, Abdullah, the guys. You know, just do normal things, go for a coffee, some food and stuff, and then just back home. You know, everything out here is good for us. You know, but we're allowed to be in the right mindset, just to focus on the task ahead. I think that's why a lot of guys thrive being out here. You know, it's not everyone enjoys it. That's their prerogative. You know, and I enjoy it, you know. I can't say I don't, because I do, because as you know, I'm back here, you know, after a little while off. So I enjoy it. I'm just glad to be here. It allows me to focus and no distractions. So, and it allows me to be the best I can. So that's the main thing. And you know, the better I can be to, you know, better my future as a bodybuilder, and that helps my family and my kids, you know, and I can do more for them. So that's me in a nutshell. That's what I'm aiming for, to be the best I can be.
Yep. Now, do you think you need to be in Kuwait to be the best bodybuilder you can be? Because obviously, like you said, you got family commitments, you got all that sort of stuff when you're home, and it's sort of hard to get away from that. And I know myself, you know, my partner has 2 kids, and we've got our own kid as well, so we've got 3 now, and it's hectic. It's crazy, you know. You miss out on sleep, like, you know, you got your baby whacking you on the face at 3 o'clock in the morning and waking you up. It's hard. It's hard to be the best bodybuilder and prep very efficiently. So do you think you need to be in Kuwait to actually be the best Nathan De Asha?
Yeah, I think I do, man. You know, I displayed that 2 years back, you know, 16 and 17 Olympia, displayed that. You know, back home, I had many distractions, you know, 18 and 19. You know, I was on my A game. I won a few pro shows, but, you know, I was distracted a lot. You know, that's just with normal day life, with being a businessman, you know. And when I'm out here, I can leave all that to everyone else, rather than me stress over it and worry about it. I'll let them stress over it. Obviously, you know, I have to worry about some aspects of the business out here, but I haven't got to be around it 24/7. For example, you know, if the toilet's blocked or this needs fixing, I can get people to do it rather than me having to run there and do it myself. So it gives me a lot of leverage to, you know, just kick back and just relax and get more sleep than what I normally do, because back home I barely ever sleep, and I'm always up and out with my friends, or I'm always on the go. So we're here, I get to relax and just chill.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Now, obviously, you've got Brandon Curry that trains out there, you know, Mr. Olympia now. You've got Rolly Winkler. I'm sure you've got a whole heap of other guys as well. And it's guys that you compete against as well at the highest level. Now, is there this sort of competitiveness between each other, or do you just sort of, you know, push each other? Like, what's the mindset when you're going into an Olympia competing against these guys, but you're all training in the same gym and you're part of the same team? So what's the mentality from you and from these guys?
Yeah, man, you know, everyone wants to win. That's the bottom line. Everyone wants to be number one, whether it's your training partner or your friend, you know. You want to be number one. I know Brandon does, he's number one now. I know Rolly wants to beat Brandon, and I want to beat Rolly. Everyone wants to beat each other. But, you know, in the gym, we just push each other, you know, and we train our hardest, and we just bring the best package we can bring, you know. And if Rolly trains 100% and I do and Brandon does, you know, it's just down to the judges what they prefer. Whether they prefer my physique, Brandon's, or Rolly's, you know. And that's totally out of our control, because everyone has a different physique. You know, we're just here to encourage each other, push each other along, you know, and basically give each other a kick up the arse when needs to be done. But, you know, just seeing them guys improving, getting better, placing to the Olympia and getting better, just makes me, myself, want to get better and want to be one of the top elite, you know, in the sports. And just seeing that, man, it's motivating, you know. And these guys are strong as hell, and they just don't stop, you know. And when you train with Rolly, because I train with Rolly more than I train with Brandon, you know, he's a machine. The guy just has no quit, and that's what you want, you know. If he's pushing 4 plates on the bench press, then it makes you want to do that. You know, and
Yeah.
that kicks you up the arse, and that just brings the best out of you. And like I said, man, it's down to Steve and Tyler and other guys who the best man is on the day. As long as you're listening to your coach and you're giving your best, you know, our coaches give us 100%. Even though they've got, you know, my coach Ascar's got me and Rowley, he gives us 100%. Abdullah gives Brandon 100%, whether he's got Brandon or 2 or 3 other guys. That's it, you know. These guys are dedicated to the sport and they're dedicated to us. So, you know, we've just got to give our all, and that's it.
Yeah. Now, I've got something for you that's basically like a word association. I've got 10 bodybuilders, and I want you to say the first, or bodybuilders or people in the industry, I want you to say the first name that comes to mind when you hear these guys' names. Is that cool?
Okay. Yeah, man.
Okay, let's do it. Jay Cutler.
Legend.
Juan Morel.
Funny man.
Samson Dowder.
That's it.
Dan Solomon.
I don't follow him.
The Rock.
GOAT.
Yeah. Phil Heath.
Awesome. Legend.
Yeah. Beta Badai.
Man of many talents.
Brandon Curry.
Mr. O, baby.
Flex Wheeler.
Freak.
And Luke Sando.
It is what it is.
I love that, man. Now, I want to know, do you believe you are still British's #1 pro bodybuilder out there?
I don't need to believe it, bro. I am. There's no arrogance in it. There's no cockiness in it. End of the day, you know, facts talk. People want to try and associate my name with Luke's. That gives him more of a presence because I'm more known. I'm better off. You know, I have 6 pro wins. He doesn't have 1 to his name. You know.
That's true.
Yeah, he said he's the British #1. He might be stronger than me. That's about it. But strength don't make a bodybuilder. You know, he says he can beat me, but to beat me, you gotta get next to me, and you can't get next to me even on the same call out as me. You know, yeah. So it is what it is, and you know, hopefully one day I could put it to rest. They tried to put it to rest last year, the British, but it wasn't to be. He didn't do it. You know, a lot of guys like to say the British #1, and so be it. But to me, I don't care if I'm British #1, British #2. I aim to be the world #1, and that's it. You know, so I've got bigger expectations than being British #1.
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys get to face each other this year, whether it's at the British, whether it's at the Olympia. Like, I feel like bodybuilding fans are just waiting for that matchup, Nathan De Asha versus Luke Sando, because there's always that bit of talk, and it makes the sport more exciting, man. And you're one of those guys out there that, you know, you speak your mind, but you make the sport more exciting. So I absolutely love that, bro.
You never know, buddy. I might get on the British, you know, and take somebody's Olympia qualification away from them, depending on how I feel.
Well, I think Luke said he was doing the British this year, which is obviously good. So I hope you're in there, man. Like, that would be an absolute awesome contest. And I don't know if you got the other British dudes doing it, but regardless, I think it'd be an awesome contest.
I think you have Mark Hector's doing it. I think you have the big guy, the Juggernaut. I think he's doing it. British bodybuilding's good, man. You know,
strong.
Even though we have a lot of shit talk back and forth with me and Luke, and you know, a lot of bullshit between everyone else, but British bodybuilding strong, man. You can't say it's not. You got James Hollingshead, you got Juggernauts, you got Jamie DeRigo, you got Ricardo, even though he's not living in Britain no more. Myself, you know, you got Jordan
Samson,
Peters, he's, you know, Samson Duarte, you know, Sassarati, you got, you know, Ryan Terry. You know what I mean, man? It's British bodybuilding is strong, and you know, we can all get on that stage, you know, and all get in the top 5, top 6, then that's, you know, that's a highlight in itself, and that's going to just boost the sport more for those guys over there, and, you know, ignite the fire of some young kids who want to do the sport.
Absolutely. Nathan, thank you so much for coming on Desktop Bodybuilding. Now, do you want to plug your gym, obviously, and whatever else you're doing? Any sponsors?
Yeah, man, just a big shout out to my sponsors, Revive and Jed North, you know, for sticking by me through everything that's going on, and everyone else supporting me. Everyone back home, my gym, Prophecy Performance Center, you know, Northwest Mecca, baby, and all the guys out here in Oxygen, bring me back under the wing. Badr Badai, Asghar, Abdullah for organising everything. All the guys here, man. I'm grateful, to be back here, and I hopefully just make these guys proud next week and bring it home. But for everyone else to follow me, keep following me. I'll be the best Nathan I can be, and what you see is what you get. I don't bullshit. I just be myself. I'm not after nothing. You either love me or you hate me, and that's it.
Will Bader and the guys be out in Australia for the Arnold Classic Australia too?
No, I'm not too sure, but I hope so. Because it'll be fun. But he has so much on, with the gyms he's doing and his other business ventures. So hopefully we can get him out there.
Yeah, for sure. If you can get Bader out here, man, like let him know. We'll interview. We'll do some real cool video stuff and get it up on Desktop Bodybuilding, because that would be absolutely awesome. And I think a lot of people want to hear from Bader and the whole team as well, like your coach and everyone out there, because it's there's still that like, little bit of mystery about Oxygen Gym as well, and people just want to find out more and more. So I think it's really cool.
It's just more dedication. I think that's it. I think the guys here, when you get here, you can't not want it. When you see the gym and everything that goes behind it, and the guys that push you, I just think it's just that little bit extra that gets behind you mentally that makes you want to push more, and it makes you want, because there's so many great bodybuilders and athletes out here. It just think seeing everyone around you, it's just encouraging,
Yeah, for sure. Now, when you get out to Australia, we're going to definitely meet up in the gym, do at least a 5-10 minute interview, and maybe get some posing footage or something, man. We got to do something when you get out here. But we'll stay in contact, and I'm very excited for that, man. Thank you so much, as always, for coming on.
Thank you, buddy.
That's Nathan De Asha, top 10 finisher of Mr Olympia, multiple times, 6-time pro contest winner. And I want to encourage everyone, if you like these interviews and like this content, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of this interview and who you think British #1 bodybuilder is as well. And make sure you like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell button. That way you'll be notified of every video that goes up for myself, Xavier Wills at Desktop Bodybuilding. And make sure you follow Nathan on all his social media and all that sort of stuff as well. So for Xavier Wills, Nathan De Asha, we are out.